Okay, what's up everybody? My name's Andrew Lynn. Thank you for checking out Journey Soup. And today I want to go over two things that I find extremely valuable. And the number one thing is going to be being frugal. And this really only goes for people who are starting out with like $5,000 or $3,000, or even if you're somebody who only has $1,000, then this is definitely for you. Of course, if you got $50,000, you got enough money to make money and you don't have to listen to this. But maybe it will be beneficial for you also. I don't know. But I'm going to gotta give you guys my story. I don't know if I've ever really told my story, but I've been selling on Amazon for like 3 years or something now. And what I did before is I'd go traveling. So I'd go traveling, but before I'd travel, I'd go to retail arbitrage or online arbitrage. And I was actually going through my numbers. I did pretty good. I was like getting like 60% ROI. At some points more than that, but I think if I remember correctly, like 60% ROI was my average, so that's actually better than what I'm doing now. But I also flip way more stuff, and I make way more money doing this now, and I don't have to worry about my account getting shut down or anything like that. But what I'd do is I'd go out there, I'd get product, I'd take it home, I'd box it all up, and I'd ship it out myself to Amazon FBA. And then when I went and traveled, I'd be selling that stuff. But after like 3 months of traveling, you get back, and all that money's gone, all your inventory's gone, and you got to start over. So this is essentially what I did. I knew that I could make money on Amazon, and I had done it. So I was actually looking at getting into wholesale and buying products, and that's actually how I came across Bo Crable's course. And he only had like 200 subscribers at the time. It was like none. His course wasn't fully out or anything. And so I contacted him. And he hit me back, he called me, I talked to him, and I'm like, man, I'd never paid for a course. Like, I'm self-taught. I mean, I do photography, videography. I mean, the list goes on. I do all kinds of different stuff, and I'm self-taught every single thing. I have never paid for anything. And I was just, like, frustrated that I couldn't find suppliers and all this. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I was, like, $3,000 in debt or something from coming back. I don't know, something like that. And I was like, what's another $1,000? So I ended up getting his course, and here I am about 6 months later, I don't know, 6-7 months later, and I'm doing over $20,000 in sales a month. But there's some reasons why I've gotten to this point, and this is what I want you guys to think about. It's like I became super frugal. So when I got back, I actually had that money on a credit card, and I actually started flipping on online arbitrage, doing online arbitrage, and I made a couple $1,000, and then I made some other money from doing some like videography and stuff like that, and I think I put like around $3K. That's my guess. I really have no idea, but I put like $3K that I had to spend, and here I am 6 months later, and I'm making like $4,500 a month, doing about $20,000 in sales. And I should be doing about 30. I should have hit my $30,000 in sales this month, but my supplier put the wrong pallet labels. They switched 2 pallets up, so all our stuff went out to the wrong place, and it's a big mess. So like, I have tons of inventory out there that I'm just waiting on getting in. So it's really set me back. My sales have like plummeted, but whatever. It's part of the game. Not the end of the world. I'm still happier than I ever have been. It's not like I'm working day in and day out. You know, it's fine with me. I don't need to make millions of dollars. I just need to make enough that I don't have to work, a normal job. Like, that's just the only thing. I want to be able to travel full time, which I am doing at this point. I'm actually back in Iowa, so I just made the craziest drive. I just went from San Francisco to LA to Denver, Colorado, to Dallas, Texas, back to Bettendorf, Iowa. So it's good to be here. I actually fly back to San Francisco to work with a brand here in the 5th. But guys, the point that I want to get across though is that when I got back and I said I'm not going to go back to my job, I was in debt. I was going to put it in. I don't really recommend you guys not going back to your job because all that income is good to grow your business. But I was just not having it. I was not going to do it. But what I did is I got rid of my apartment. Of course, you guys might know that I live in a van at the moment, so I don't have to pay for rent. Obviously I live in a van. I can travel around and do whatever I want. I also got rid of lots of like monthly bills. I stopped eating out every night, and it's not like I ate out every night, but I stopped eating out pretty much. I've probably eaten out like 10, 15 times in the last 6 months or this whole year. And almost most of those have been because I'm taking somebody out for business and I'm buying them lunch or something like that. So I pretty much got rid of that. I stopped going to bars, which is also like, all these are super beneficial just for your health too. Like not eating out, you're going to eat healthier. Not going to bars, you're going to drink less. And all these things are going to save you a ton of money. So what I want you guys to do is really take a step back and look at your monthly expenses and see how much you are actually spending, and then see what you can cut out there. I mean, even small things like Amazon. Like I used to buy movies on Amazon to rent. Sorry, I'm sweating. It's like super hot in here for some reason. But so anyways, I'd rent movies, and yeah, it's like $4 or whatever, but over a month, like those things add up. But what I want you guys to think about is just like my rent. I got rid of, like, I was paying like $600 a month. So you got to think every month I now have $600. Let's say I can flip that for, let's just say 50% ROI, which would be a great ROI. You know what I mean? But let's say I take that, the first month I take that $600, and then I'm going to flip that. I'm going to turn that into $900. But then, guys, what? The next month I have another $600. So now I got $900 plus my $600. Now I got $1,500. So let's say I can flip that. Let's say I make $600, not even 50% ROI. I make $600. Now I got $2,000. And the next month, I'm gonna put another $600 that I saved into it. And now you guys can start seeing how getting rid of those bills and having that extra income can really start growing. Next thing you know, 6 months later, you got an extra five grand that you're playing with, and an extra $5,000 could potentially make you, let's say $2,000 a month. A lot of us could live off of $2,000 a month. I know I could. 100% I have. I literally spend probably like maybe $30 a day, if that. Like probably not even a lot of days. A lot of days I spend like $10. So it's I still have my things, my vices, my things. I mean, I still drink, things like that, but I don't go out. I hang out with my friends, or I buy a bottle of wine and I have a few drinks. But still, guys, really take a look at your spending, because this is what's going to make you successful. If you go out and you flip some money and then you're like, oh, I got this other money, and then you go and spend it, you're not going to grow. You're not going to, it's just, you're going to be stagnant, and you're not going to grow like you should. So guys, if you want to be able to quit your job or do any things, take a look, take a step back, and really try to change your next year, the way you spend your money for your next year. And here's another thing I want to talk to you guys about. My morning routine. Not really my morning routine, but what do I take? I take stuff. I love nootropics. I'm a huge fan of medicinal mushrooms. So this is actually, this one is not. Like right here, it's this Thrive. They've got pretty good stuff. Now there's a few, I think it's Host Defense. If you want guaranteed some of the best stuff, I think it's Host Defense is stuff out here. But this stuff's got reishi, lion's mane, cordyceps. It's got 6 different medicinal mushrooms that have all kinds of different benefits as far as your immune system. So I take this just as an overall health. Now the one thing I love about this one is it's got lion's mane in it, which is a nootropic, which is going to help your nerve growth factor, and it's just for mental clarity, mental focus, verbal recall, things like that. It's going to be huge for. I mean, they have all kinds of studies that show, it could. I mean, the benefits are great, and it's one of those actually safe nootropics you don't have to worry about. It's not like you're going to take an Adderall or something and you're jacked up for 12 hours and you can get a ton of work done. This is something that you might notice the first couple days, but it's really, you see the effect of it over a month. Now, I've been taking this stuff on and off for probably 8 years or 6 years. I definitely had big chunks of time in there where I've not taken it. But I notice a huge difference when I do take it. And then the other thing I take is Alpha Brain. Now, you guys probably know Joe Rogan. If you don't know Joe Rogan, you should check out his podcast. That is an awesome podcast. I love it. Dude's hilarious. Dude has all kinds of good people on there. But so this is going to have alpha GPC and all these other bacopa extract and all these different things that are good for nootropics. The reason why I take this one, even though it's $70 for 90 capsules, is they got a whole bunch of double-blind studies. I also believe that Joe Rogan wouldn't endorse this if he didn't believe in it, and I've taken it before and I can tell it works. And the one thing it does, it's that I really notice, is it makes my dreams crazy. My dreams get real wild, real weird. real intense. So I know it's doing something. But like here, I take this, like, I'd either take one, you're supposed to take 2 a day. If I'm not doing anything for the day on the weekends, I'll take like 1. And then days I got stuff going on, I'll take 2. So it lasts me about 2 months. These are 60 servings a piece. So these last me 2 months also. Which I'm also doubling up the lion's mane. I'm taking quite a bit of lion's mane just because that's like the main thing I'm going after. So I did the math on it, and that cost me about $2 a day, but it has huge benefits into me just staying focused. And there's probably a placebo effect too, you know, to some extent. Like I know there's all kinds of studies on it, so it definitely works. But there's also a placebo effect. When you take nootropics and you're getting your mind prepared to be in that mental state, you're probably going to be a little more in it, you know, and just... we all know placebo effect can work, so hey, if it does have a placebo effect, I hope it does. So yeah, guys, so that's a big thing. Like as health, like make sure you're ready, because when you want to be able to sit down and get work done and be able to be sharp and be thinking about things, and also taking this stuff is going to help you in the long run. You know, you don't want to be getting hit in 50 years and getting Alzheimer's, but things like that, which lion's mane will help for. And so yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions about anything, if you guys want me to make any other videos, I'm going to try to be making at least a video a week, if not 2 a week from here on out, because I've been slacking. There's certain things about living in a van that are easy to do. Like I go to a coffee shop every day and I get a ton of work done and then I leave. But what it isn't good for is taking videos and stuff, because I got to pack all my stuff away and then pull it all out and then pack it away and then pull it all out, because I'm living in a tiny space, and if I don't put it away, it clutters everything up and it makes it hard to live. So excuse me. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it just at least makes you think. It literally takes you to another point of, hey, what can I do to make my income bigger? And what can I do to just cut out all those nonsense fees? And like, where am I wasting my money? Essentially, where am I wasting my money? And then stop doing it. Just don't do it anymore, you know? So it's probably easier said than done, but do it. Later, guys.